Have you tried professional skin treatments, whether it be lasers, microdermabrasion, or acid peels, countless skincare products, and your hyperpigmentation is still resistant?
So I did a recent online consultation with a 63-year-old woman, and she had Fitzpatrick between 3 and 4, and she had really stubborn melasma and hyperpigmentation. And I got all her questions on her lifestyle, what she did, if she was taking any type of medication, and what she was using, and she could not seem to get rid of it. She mentioned that the hyperpigmentation over the course of 15 years got worse and worse and worse. And I could not figure out for the life of me what could be causing this. So I tried to leave a lot of white space in my life to have better problem solving skills and to be more creative. And then it dawned on me. I got it! It could be the medication! So according to some articles, and I will link to my blog, and my blog will actually have the links to the studies if you are a science nerd. But according to some of the articles, 10 to 20% of all hyperpigmentation is linked to drug interaction, especially as we get older. So it can be a combination of things. So if you're taking drugs and the medication just in and of itself, so even if you're not getting sun exposure, and then on top of that, if you do actually get sun exposure, it can actually make it worse. Now, depending on the type of drugs that you are taking, it can happen over the course of just a couple weeks, depending on how high the dosage is and how much sun you get. But it can also be the course of years, and then now it finally starts to show up, and then all of a sudden it will seem like, even though it's not actually happening, it will literally seem like over a couple of months that you've got this large, stubborn patch of hyperpigmentation. So if you are taking medication and you are starting to see some hyperpigmentation, this could be the silent cause of your hyperpigmentation. So if you are taking the medications or thinking about going on these medications, and I will put a link below on the whole list of array. It doesn't mean it is that one particular one, but it does give you a very good idea of what can interact and end up resulting in hyperpigmentation. You may want to think about that. So for example, some antibiotics such as tetracycline, doxycycline, erythromycin, ciprofloxacin, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and anti-malarial. Amiodarone, cytotoxic drugs such as drugs for chemotherapy, psychotropic drugs. So the psychotropic drugs can be anything from sleep aids such as Ambien all the way to anti-anxiety, anti-panic medications. Oh, and including antidepressants. Exposure to heavy metals, such as working in a factory, breathing in old lead paint dust, eating tuna, and even some herbal medicines. So if you've been taking these medications for some time and you started to develop hyperpigmentation and your hyperpigmentation doesn't seem to be responding well to any type of treatment, this may be the cause of it. And so some of the things that you could do if you wanted to is you could talk to your doctor and see if there's other alternative medications. And again, I will include the link to some of these drugs that have been linked to hyperpigmentation to see if you can use other alternative medications, or if you just wanted to wean yourself off some of these medications depending on what the medication is. So my client, for the online consultation, we saw that there was a definite link, and so she is now taking steps to not only change her skincare protocol, but also in what she is using for her medications based on her doctor's recommendation. So I don't have time to answer all these questions with hyperpigmentation, but I decided to do this because this was something that was happening in the online consultation. So if you would like to do an online consultation, make sure you click that link below, both for the link for the medications as well as to get more information on online consultations. Because remember, makeup is an art and skincare is a science. And remember, live your life off social media so you can actually live your life.
If you think all you have to do is wear sunscreen for hyperpigmentation and anti-aging, then check out this video. This video will tell you about some people that don't wear any sunscreen south of the equator, and they do not get hyperpigmentation, or it doesn't seem that they even have sunburn.